they'll line up then for their third and final heat of today. Aaron Walker and Harry Platten will start on the front row. Sam Heading and Sam Shaw go from row 2.
Marcus Littlewood and Kalai Atkins go from row number 3. Aaron Brown and Gus Lawrence start on row 4.
Louis Johnson-Cool and Alessandro Serenetti round out the top 10 on row 5 from Harvey Ryby and Lucas Ellingham, who has come out on circuit this time around.
Thomas Fleming and Derek Morgan share row 7 ahead of Caden McQueen and Lewis Mackey.
Reggie Dewey and Harry Torpey should start on row 9, but Harry Torpey has not left the pit lane. He has now. They will go from row 9. Ty Stansfield and Reece Newburn round at the top 20.
Christopher Bingham and Sam Lewis go from row number 11 ahead of Michael Rapsey and JP Slater.
Thomas Breyer and Stephanie Hebecca go from row 13. Stephen DeKaiser
yes.
go from row 14.
Asking, now the lights are out, now we're off and racing. It's a good start from Harry Platten, but he has to give best to Aaron Walker as they go through the Bruno Ferrari S's and under the bridge. Everybody safely out the other side.
Yeah, good start then this time around for everyone. Kalai Atkins around the outside here on, I believe that's Louis Johnson-Cool. It was indeed. Yeah, gets that job done as Marcus Littlewood up there now behind. There's someone going very slow and a shake of the head. It's the number 48.
Derek Morgan. And Derek, who's been competing in KZ2 this year. You know, we saw him finish in the top 10 in the British KZ2 Championship as a privateer. He's come back to X30 where he raced for many, many years and is not having a great time of it. And also with a problem, Lewis Mackey and the number 8 Fusion kart looks like it's got a front wheel at a strange angle, so maybe a trap rod bent in incidents that we have not seen. But at the end of lap number 1, it's Walker from Platten, Heading, Shaw and Littlewood.
Yes, indeed. So under 7 minutes to go then. They complete lap 1. Like I say, Walker and Platten very, very close here. Walker won't want a repeat of what happened as Thomas Fleming dives down the inside there of Aaron Brown, moves up into P9 now as Serenetti dives down another position as down the inside here goes Platten, gets that move done, and Sam Heading also wanting to get involved. And this has been a good showing from Sam Heading this weekend. Qualified well and is putting that to play here as Walker retakes the lead out of hairpin number 2, chopping and changing, keeping everyone very, very close.
Yes, indeed. There is the top 5 going into the Mike Wilson complex. The Tony kart over Aaron Walker. The Harry Platten, he's on a Tony kart now as well. The BMR restart team used to use the Zenon chassis, but now these Platten on a Tony kart this year. And Sam Heading as well in the number 7 kart. That's a Synergy chassis that Sam Heading is using. But there is Harvey Ryby holding off Lucas Ellingham, and I couldn't quite see the other driver in that group. It could have been JP Slater, who had a great run in heat number 2. As there's Gus Lawrence getting muscled out of the way. That was Alessandro Serenetti, I believe, that was involved there.
Kalai Atkins as well, just behind that, getting involved. Now, we saw Aaron Walker fully... there's 2 karts off. Who's that?
That would be the number 22 and the number 327. So it's Stephen DeKaiser
and Sam Lewis.
Who have now been caught and passed by the recovering Derek Morgan. So we've still got the 26 of the 27 starters running. Lewis Mackey, the only retirement.
I think Lewis Mackey came out on circuit, but then pulled into the pit lane immediately.
He came back out. He had that incident, I think, with Derek Morgan that bent a track rod.
Yes. Shame there. So, all kicking off here as Caden McQueen looking down the inside there for a move. Where was that for? That was around P10 on Aaron Brown as Sam Shaw dives down the inside of Sam Heading.
Reggie Dewey setting the fastest lap of the race. Now, if you recall, Kart Masters, Reggie had a great run, but then in the final said, look, my tyres just gone.
Yeah.
You know, my tyres had gone. He led the final for a little bit, and then, nope, he admitted he overused his tyres. Today, we're seeing Reggie, no higher than 10th.
Are we seeing a reformed Mr. Excitement?
Yes, we're seeing a conservative Mr. Excitement. Excitement with a small E.
Yes. Saving
himself for tomorrow.
I think that should make it quite interesting for tomorrow. I mean, we we have said today that our usual protagonists have not been at the front. Maybe they've all learned from that then, of using the tyres too much. There he is on your screen. Again,
everyone is saying the same thing. You know, tomorrow, the pre-finals tomorrow, both pre-finals are 10 minutes, and then the final themselves is 15 minutes. So in addition to the 24 minutes of racing, 26, 27 minutes of racing today, they've got another 20, 30, nearly 40 minutes of racing on these tyres tomorrow.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, you can see why someone like Reggie Dewey, who you expect to see at the front, not at the front, and just sitting and, if an opportunity presents itself, he'll make the move, and if it doesn't, he'll just sit and follow.
Definitely. 3 minutes to go then. Clear breakaway between your top two. Walker leading Platten, leading Sam Heading across the line. Marcus Littlewood still there in P4 from Sam Shaw. Louis Johnson cool there, as well as changing, as I think that was Aaron Brown with a 5-second time penalty there.
It's been a tough afternoon for the privateer driver. He qualified so well, but has sort of gone backwards in the heats, I have to say. Yeah,
Lawrence now with the fastest lap of the race, 57.880, currently in P8, just to the back of this sort of pack area here. And not much happening right now, but...
I know, suddenly, you know, the second half, the last heat of the day, they've all calmed down a little bit.
Well, remember, they did have a big talking to before this race started.
Yes, they did. So
don't forget that.
Maybe some of the words did sink in.
Yes.
Because we've had two very, very energetic heats, I think would be the correct terminology, the politically correct term. Energetic. Feisty. Yes.
Yes.
Over-exuberant. Ill-tempered.
Maybe.
Yes, that's.
I think. Yeah, they all work really.
Yeah,
Littlewood on Heading there for P3 and
no dice.
No dice. Yeah. Sam Shaw now thinking about who wants to go for the move here, as Ellingham now with the fastest lap of the race. What's the gap between second and third? It's 1 second exactly.
Yes. And
keep an eye on that.
As long as Sam Heading can keep, Sam Heading has now got a gap over Marcus Littlewood because Littlewood is defending, so that will give Heading a chance to see. We'll see what the pace is like at that number 7 car. Can he close this gap? Because he's got no issue from behind. He can get his head down and just stretch the legs of that number 7 machine a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, huge pack. So Littlewood is 4th, Shaw 5th, Johnson Cool 6th on your screen. Then it's Lawrence 7th. Serenetti in 8th, McQueen is 9th, and Dewey 10th, followed by Fleming, Atkins, Ryby, Ellingham, and then Slater, and then finally a gap back to 16th place Brown, you just see him in that red and white Birrell car behind Brown. Then there's a 7-second gap back to 17th place Thomas Pryor.
Well, this is good news for Aaron Rax. Of course, he's got that 5-second time penalty, so if he can maintain that gap, he won't lose any places. So, but if they do catch up, then he will. We'll have to see. 30 seconds to go then. Just saw on that last lap, Ty Stansfield bring it into the pit lane. So a retirement for Ty Stansfield. Running with the Jade Racing team, I believe, this weekend. And yeah, that's not gone well. Gus Lawrence with a warning flag as Katie McQueen sends it down the inside there. Who was that?
That was against Louis Johnson Cool, who's now lost another 4 positions.
Yeah, so
just by being forced offline, coming out of the Bobby Game corner, that gave Serenetti, Fleming, and Dewey the opportunity to just dive at the inside going into the Mike Wilson complex.
Heading in 3rd place with clear air in front and behind, unfortunately, is not catching up to the back of Platten and Walker. That gap extending now. It's over 1 second, but we'll keep it updated as they go through. Not really changing. All to do with that top 2 at the moment, but back here, nice little scrap. But like I say, we're seeing Reggie Dewey in this battle here. He's gone for overtakes, he's made moves, but I feel like, he's not forced those moves. It's been moves that have come to him.
They've come to him. So the clock has struck 0. Walker and Platten maintain the top 2 places. They will see the last lap graphic on the very large screen over the start-finish straight next time around. Shaw chasing, Heading, or he's not so much chasing, he's now holding off Littlewood for 4th place. Now, what will Harry Platten do, if anything, about Aaron Walker on this, the final lap?
Let's find out then. Across the bridge they go. Heading there. Then the rest of the field. Heading now with the fastest lap of the race. That gap does come down to less than a second. It might close in a little more this time around. We'll have to see what happens between these two. But crucially, Walker doesn't defend. Platten doesn't dive down the inside. Into hairpin 2. Same again. But Platten does go down the inside. Takes the race lead. And Walker, nowhere, nothing he could do there. He just left the door open as Stansfield also gets a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, I have to say that Aaron Walker, I'm surprised he wasn't defending at all. You know, that the door was wide open for Harry Platten. It was a late decision for Harry to go for it. And I think once Aaron Walker saw the cart was there, he just said, well, no, you carry on. I've had, you know, one bad result. The second place is just fine for me. Harry Platten takes the win. Walker second. Heading is third. Followed by Shaw, Littlewood, Lawrence, McQueen, Serenetti, Dewey, and Fleming, the rest of your top 10. Harvey Ryby is 11th, then JP Slater, Kalai Atkins, Lucas Ellingham, and Aaron Brown finishing in 15th place. Louis Johnson-Cool fell all the way back to 16th. We saw him lose a couple of positions, but then it went from bad to worse for Louis Johnson-Cool, our Heat 2 winner. Rapsy, Torpy, Newburn, Pryor, the rest of your top 20. Derek Morgan, Chris Bingham, Stephanie Hobika, Sam Lewis, Stephen DeKaiser are your other finishers. Ty Stansfield and Lewis Mackey failed to see the checkered flag. So, 3 senior X30 races in the books.